They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you bag, it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That was... Welcome to Tabletop Topics. I'm your host, Jeff.
And of course, Jeff. How are we doing today, guys? One day we'll get used to it, you know. The goal is live.
Gosh, this weird backwards ass camera keeps messing up how I want to put the beat.
Didn't you fix it already?
I did, but I'm like fucking. I don't know. I'm just like
dyslexic. You need new glasses.
Did you just say dyslexic?
Oh man.
Pretty sure I could read.
Oh man.
Probably. You know what? Never mind. Because I do be jumbling shit up.
You know the way your brain interprets things, like it was made in the '90s beanie.
Because I'll be reading way too fast, and I'll just be putting words that ain't even in there.
Yeah.
I'll just be making up words.
Yeah. Well, I had an idea for because I know we got to put up the collage of the fireplace on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say add your like special music or drop the bass or something like that.
My special music? I don't make music. You want to hear? Bro, if I made music, it'd be the most neurotic shit ever. Bro.
Really?
Absolutely.
Your brain is gonna go straight to
Absolutely. It'd be like,
would you like to give us
a
sample?
No, absolutely not. I might melt some people's brains, man.
None of that Barry Manilow.
I'll stay away from making. Yay. Maybe one day, because we got that little sound pad and shit with the keyboard.
We just begun to explore that sound pad.
Yeah,
bro, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. But
well, we have been. I just gotta like load up some new sounds. I got tired. I got bored of the old shit that we kept playing. I was like,
yeah, I can't keep repeating it in every video.
I was like, this is boring. It got boring now.
Just a heads up to everybody that does follow us on our Clips channel and TikTok. We finally created the clips, and now we're gonna be uploading them pretty soon. So hopefully you guys.
We keep telling them that every day.
Yeah. Hey, I mean,
it's gonna be next year before they get to.
I look at it this way: it's 3 videos we did. 3 videos. This is gonna be number 4, and then we still haven't put them up yet because of the whole craziness that's been going on. What are you doing, man?
I don't know. Keep going, man.
They can actually see you.
Don't worry about me.
You're very distracting because I'm actually talking to you.
I'm distracting myself. I can hear you.
No, okay.
Go ahead.
No, yeah. So we're definitely I'm gonna definitely upload the clips that I created, and then so you guys can take a look at it. So if you guys want to either
go ahead, go ahead, keep talking.
Stop looking at me like that.
Okay.
Jeez.
Right, I'll look at the camera. Go ahead.
I hate you. So if you guys want to take a look at our Clips channel or our TikTok channel, it's gonna be uploaded on there pretty soon. So, but yeah, that's what I had to say, man. That's what.
Ooh, anything interesting you see happen this weekend? No, I'm just asking. I just want to know.
Well, we got a new trailer for the Mario film.
It's a me.
No, American.
Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt.
We got the internet going wild hearing this man's voice. I mean, the movie looks good.
Bro, he gassed himself up to. He's like, man, I've been really studying, Italian culture.
But this is what I hate, though.
He's like, I'm really gonna surprise you guys with my take on Mario. And this motherfucker's just talking.
I don't blame him. Because you know how sometimes they'll tell you you're going to play this good character or this great character or an iconic character, right? Mm-hmm. And then when the time comes, you're practicing, you're getting ready, and then when the time comes to film, the director says, "No, you're not doing an Italian accent." So essentially, or no, you're not gonna play the character that way. I want you to play it this way. So essentially,
he's Chris Pratt. The director's not gonna tell me shit. That's what you need to understand.
If
about
James
these
Gunn
stars.
Can make them do whatever the fuck they want,
Jeff,
bruh.
No, just
what do you mean no?
Like the amount of autonomy you're taking away from these A-list actors for playing these big roles.
But you gotta look
like,
as long as they get paid, they're gonna play anything that the director or producer wants them to play, because at the end of the day, that's their job.
Okay, and his job is to act
Okay.
like Mario. He's not acting like Mario.
That's his
So his
interpretation.
job has failed. Has he even played a Mario game?
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying? Don't they like consider like a creepy fucking cult like Christian dude or some shit like that?
Really? Is that what he is?
I don't know. That's what I heard. But it's like, have you ever played a Mario game
Even
at
if
all?
even if he didn't play, he could have at least watched YouTube videos on it. I mean, it's free access. That could have helped him, or at least given him an idea of, or just get an entire. I guarantee you, somebody put all of Mario's lines on one video, and you can just listen to his voice, and then you practice doing it. It's not that fucking hard. If you can do it, I can do
some
it.
bullshit, man. Like, you're Chris Pratt. They don't give a fuck, man. Just do some bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
gonna get paid
Like,
anyway.
you look at the Spanish trailer for it, and then you look at the French trailer. They actually
Add that
voice
Italian.
act that spirit. No, it's not Italian. That is not no Italian accent. No Italian says, "It's a me, Mario." No Italian says that.
Why are you saying it like that?
It's-
No Italian.
No,
says it
no
like that.
Italian says it's a me.
Why
no,
you- why you-
stop. I'm just talking about the spirit of Mario himself.
Why are you speaking with
I'm literally telling
a
you,
restaurant Italian restaurant
this
accent?
motherfucker.
You're like, no Italian speaks like
No,
that.
I never said that. I never fucking said that. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm literally telling you why. Like, you listen to the French and the Spanish dubs of the trailer,
Yeah.
and the spirit of Mario is in it.
Yeah, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Like, just add that inflection to it's Mario. You know, like something. You know, like not. Oh no, it's Mario. Let's go get Bowser. Literally, he's just talking. He's just fucking talking over the mic, and that blows my mind,
Oh
bro.
my god, really?
But you got Jack Black playing Bowser,
Bowser. Oh, that's
which
exciting.
is freaking
That's
awesome,
good. His
man.
voice acting.
The
is
movie's
good.
gonna be
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, it is.
man.
It is.
The movie's gonna be amazing. It's just the
I think,
whole-
like you said, we're gonna get over it. Well, we didn't get
Of
over.
course we're
We didn't
gonna.
get over Sonic. We kind of destroyed the internet with Sonic.
Wait, we did get over Sonic
No,
because
we
they
didn't.
fixed it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That's why we got over it.
Well, I'm saying we didn't get over it, which is why they fixed it. That's what I was about to say.
we got this isn't
So,
as serious. It's
but-
just a little. It's a
But that's what I'm saying. We'll get over it. So
Yeah.
the way they showed it, the way they portrayed it, the way we hear his voice, and plus he said one or two words.
no. He said the whole sentences. This man had a conversation with Toad. Nah, come on, man.
Shit. But Toad did most of the talking.
We still ain't heard Luigi.
Nah.
I better hear Luigi. What the hell? If the voice actor doesn't deliver, I'll be mad as hell. You know, because this reminds you of like the 1990 Mario movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where them niggas sounded like fucking smokers and shit.
Well, that was New York City back in the day.
I'm like, holy
Remember, I
crap.
think he's where's Mario originally from?
Japan.
No, like
He's from Japan.
I understand.
He's not in a real city.
No,
No.
I know that. But what were they trying to interpret where he was from?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. Somewhere with a lot of pipes. I don't fucking know. You can't. Don't ask me that question. I don't
with
know.
a lot of pipes.
Somewhere with a lot of pipes. I don't know. Because I don't even think Mario has a city he's from.
I never got that concept though. Plumber that that goes to a different world
What is
and saves princesses from turtle dragons.
crushing turts, bro?
You know how crazy.
Crushing
You know how crazy
turds.
that sounds though.
That's wild.
If you really think about it, it's literally a plumber and his brother saving princesses and a kingdom from a giant turtle dragon.
But like, because I've seen so many versions of how he ended up in the world, though. Like, yeah, it's an isekai, but like, there was one version where he got sucked into the video game.
Of course.
There was one version where, whatchamacallit, they fell down a drain, and then it ended up in a parallel
Big ass-
universe.
big ass
I don't know,
brain.
man.
God damn.
Maybe it was a manhole. There we go.
Man.
Could have been a manhole or
Aren't you a
something.
plumber though? You're supposed to check for safety and shit. We're putting logic in this, Jeff. If you're a professional at your job, and not once, Not once in the entire series from when it was created till now have I ever seen him have a wrench in his hand fixing a pipe.
Yeah, how the fuck do we know he's actually a plumber?
They just said Mario.
He don't got no tool belts.
Well, because I
don't see no wrenches.
I think they're going based off of what plumbers did used to wear back in the day.
No, but besides that, a milkman could have worn that fucking outfit.
Yeah, that's true.
A farmer could have wore that outfit.
But he's a plumber apparently.
But why? He's not plumbing.
See, this
shit.
is the part where I hit my
like he doesn't plumb shit.
It actually makes you think about it. That's what I'm saying, because they always been saying he's a plumber, but he's never plumbed anything. Even before he got isekai'd into the world, I've never seen that man with a wrench in his hand. Fireballs, you know.
Holy crap!
Talking hats, you know, raccoon form.
No, but the enemies have plumbing.
No, those are hammers.
Those are hammers. Oh, plumber keys are hammer, right?
Damn, you really tried.
Bro, that's
you're
crazy.
Reaching.
No, but that's crazy.
You're reaching. Yeah. So I thought, so that looks very interesting. That's coming out April of next year.
Is that?
Yeah, that's gonna be out April of next year. I think April 4th. They're coming out with it. But the another one something that is coming out in 2 weeks is Black Adam. That looks like a very interesting. I know Dwayne Johnson has been scheduled to play that role 10 years ago, and he said he wasn't ready back then, and now he finally is. Yep.
Okay.
That's what he told everybody. He's like,
speaking of Black, it made Shaggy a nigga.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? What's his name? Something Norville?
They're using his slave name, his government name.
What's it?
Norville.
His slave name. Well, that was his name always, though.
Yeah, but they never called him that. He said that's like
his mom did.
That's how. Yes, his mom called him. His mom called him Norville, but he always said that's my government name.
You think he's on some conspiracy shit?
Yep.
All right, but okay. How do you feel about that though? Like, what does that do to? Because I know this is like a kind of refresh of the whole thing.
Yeah, they're reaching.
It's gonna be on HBO Max, but it is gonna be like for older audience.
Yeah, it's a TVMA.
It's a TVMA.
So you're actually gonna see blood,
Scooby, yeah, like murder and shit like that. So like, how do you? I mean, for I'm gonna use this lightly for the snowflakes. How do you tiptoe the line in portraying Shaggy as who Shaggy is and not like stereotyping him?
But he is gonna be stereotyped.
No. You don't know. We haven't seen it. We haven't even seen a actual like portrayal of it. We just seen his face. How would they, kind of go about, hey, this is Shaggy without stereotyping?
Well, the thing is, how are they gonna make him talk? Are they gonna keep the classic hey Scoob? Yeah, the smoker pothead.
Zoinks!
Yeah, are they gonna keep the smoker pothead vibe, or are they gonna try to make him speak in Ebonics?
That's fair.
Yeah, are they gonna, because when you race swap, they kind of try to stereotype what certain races act like, because
Well, only reason why I would kind of say not really, because Mindy Kaling, whatever, is playing Velma. And she's Indian, I believe.
Yeah, they made her.
She's Indian, but like she's not
like
speaking in an Indian.
Well, of course, but again, too, she's the only character that we've seen on the actual teaser trailer. So
that's facts. We haven't heard anybody really.
But I think, and then of course we already know how Freddy and Daphne are gonna be. But the big question on everybody's mind, and not just ours, but the internet, is how is Shaggy gonna present himself?
Yeah,
and apparently there's no Scooby-Doo at all. It's just those. Yeah, a lot of people are upset about that too. It's like, the show's called Velma because it's focused on her.
So, but is this before they became the mystery?
No, the only reason why I say that is because remember, not What's New Scooby-Doo, but
Mystery Inc.
Yeah, when they were kids.
Oh,
When they made a show when they
a
were
pup
kids.
named Scooby Doo.
There you go. When they met Scooby Doo as a puppy, so they've known Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah, but that's a different universe.
Oh, okay,
like
so
this is
now we're doing the.
this is probably alternate
multiverse.
universe or some shit. You know, everyone wants to do the multiverse.
Yep. So that's one of them, and of course, how not TikTok, how Twitter is talking about Shaggy has permission to say the N word now.
Yeah, he get the impasse.
Yeah, he get the impasse. So that's another thing. I think that's another thing people are gonna be tuning in to see too.
Is he gonna say nigga?
Yep. And if
what if they string your ass along and then they like in the last episode that's when he says, "Oh hell no,"
or he does what do you call it, what Deadpool does when he looks at us?
This nigga, like he looks in the camera.
Yeah.
This nigga.
Or no, he looks in the camera and the last episode says, "You guys were waiting for me to say nigga, weren't you?"
I'm dead.
Well, I ain't saying it.
That shit's wild. Well, you already said.
But
it.
that's what
That's
the funny part. So if they turn him into a fourth dimensional character where he talks to us and kind of says something like that, it kind of just.
Well, they were already breaking the fourth wall because in the trailer she was talking
to us
about HBO Max and you know.
So you can already tell it's a fourth wall breaking type.
Yeah, it's gonna make fun of itself. You could tell it's gonna poke fun of it.
Of course, but you're always gonna have the critics that don't even watch the show. They're just gonna go based off of what they hear on the internet instead of trying to
fuck woke culture type bullshit.
Exactly. So instead of trying to create their own opinion, and of course, as soon as the show comes out, you're just gonna have all the.
You already know what it is.
Yep. Narrow.
I can already predict what the criticisms are gonna be.
Yep.
Not that I really care.
No, I don't. And again, too, like in the middle with it. Like I know what they're trying to do. Of course, insert their politics into cartoons now.
What is it? It's a rage bait.
Yeah, they're gonna see how many people are gonna. They're gonna see how many people are gonna grab it.
I love it, bro. Capitalism's amazing.
Yeah. So they're gonna see how many people are gonna. They're gonna see how many
rage bait.
Yeah, they're gonna see how many people are gonna grab onto it. Just to see, and you're gonna get the videos. The videos are gonna come out. I watched the first episode. It's so woke. It was garbage. They did this. No, they're gonna be reading points on what everybody else said. But then you're gonna get those critics that actually sat down and watched the show and explained the good and the bad and the ugly of the show. Of course, they race baited, or race swapped, as they're gonna say, and of course, that's as far as some people.
That's as far as they're going to look into it.
Exactly. Right. And then they're just going to focus on the points. And then they'll probably go through their comment section and try to get nitpick tidbits here and there to talk about it. But other than that, like they always say, most people who are quick to shit on movies or TV shows are the ones that never have watched it. You see what I'm saying?
Or they're not really, like, they're so deluded by the fact that they can't get past what's triggering them that they just completely block off it.
Yeah, it's like the Little Mermaid.
Right. Like they just can't get past the fact that XYZ. So it's like everything that makes the movie a movie, whether it's good or bad. Like you know, if it's a bad movie, tell me why it's a bad movie.
Exactly.
And get past the fact that, okay, this shit triggered you.
Exactly.
Now continue to tell me why it's a bad movie.
Exactly. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
Like, even though I can give you a perfect example. Even though I heard the Disney movie Mulan was bad, I waited for it to get on Disney Plus, and what did I do? I watched it.
And then you saw
and then I know I wasted my 2 hours. The 2 hours I can't get back, guys. Yeah. So, but basically, I watched it. To me. And I can actually go in detail and explain why it wasn't a good movie. I didn't go. A lot of critics and a lot of people say it was no. Actually, critics actually liked the movie. They gave it a fresh rating from Rotten Tomatoes. But then again, I don't follow the critics anymore. I listen to the opinions of the audience. Basically, they say it was a bad movie, and I'm like, okay, why is it a bad movie? So I sit down, take my 2 hours and watch it, and plots rushed. I'm doing comparisons. So of course. Most Disney movies will either copy it or the director will try to try to do their own. So this one, the director tried to do something different.
There was no dragon.
There was no dragon, of course. Mushu wasn't in there. Second, Mulan didn't have to bust her ass, work hard to become better than all.
Did she have like superpowers or some shit?
Her chi. So basically, because all Chinese people believe in chi, and it's like the bread and butter of life. Like same thing with Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, they use ki or chi in order to levitate and fly. So your chi allows you to be more agile, strong.
So she was like wave blasting motherfucker.
Exactly. So she was using her chi to do all that stuff, and basically because she didn't want to be found out that she was a woman in the army of men, she brought her chi down.
So everyone in the army had chi?
Only certain people and generations were born with chi. Like the general was born with chi. But basically, the story was rushed, and the reason why the guy was destroying all the cities and stuff like that is because the king killed his wife, which was stupid. But okay.
Oh,
so
man.
You killed hundreds of thousands of people in villages because
that's wild.
And it wasn't even Genghis Khan that was the bad guy in the movie.
No, I thought it was Attila the Hun.
Attila the Hun. Okay, yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Like, sorry, Jeff, that actually happened. I'm sorry, we can't.
Yeah.
Like, Mulan really didn't stop him.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Mulan existed in history, but she didn't stop.
She didn't really stop Genghis Khan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no. Yeah, it was just like that. Plot points were short. The story was rushed. And then the girl, the witch that was captured by the guy, like he controlled her, even though she was free to do whatever she want. Decided to randomly was evil and then became good and decided to save Mulan at the end for no apparent reason.
Did he kill anybody prior?
Who?
The guy that became good.
No, not the guy that became good. The girl, the witch.
The witch that became good.
Yeah.
Did she kill anybody?
She killed a lot of people.
All right, trash movie then.
She killed a lot of people.
Killed a whole bunch
but
of
she only killed a lot of people because the man told her to. That's what she explained to Mulan before she died. So we don't even know her backstory other than he captured me, I did what he said, and he held on to me for that. And then Mulan comes in and says, you don't have to do what he says. And then she's like, okay. So when he shoots an arrow, she's like, let me turn into a bird and stop the arrow from killing Mulan. And then she does that. And then Mulan's like, see, you didn't have to do that. And then that's when she gives a brief explanation of her story and why she was bad because the guy controlled her.
Because you told me to.
Because you told me. Yeah, it was basically a because you told me to moment.
Because you told me to.
But
that's tough.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's just things like that. So again, and it goes back to my point of, it's better to sit down, watch the show, than criticize it. Like She-Hulk, everyone's been criticizing She-Hulk.
Yeah, I was on that too.
Yeah, so
I was on that bullshit.
And I was on it too. I'm not gonna lie.
I still ain't watch it.
No, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. There's one more episode that comes out this week. After that, I'm gonna sit down and watch it. And then once I watch it, then I can critique it.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
Because it's really only one episode. One episode isn't gonna change 90% of the series.
No, exactly.
But like so far, what are your thoughts?
I don't like it.
Okay.
I get it. It's a comedic satire type. That's what they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
But again, too, they insert dominance, politics, all that stuff like that. I don't like it. I'm not even laughing at the funny parts that they do. Like she breaks the fourth wall just like Deadpool, and she talks to us half the time. And then the camera, when she talks to us, the people in the background don't even say who you're talking to or anything like that, which is fine. But it's like certain things that she does. Like she's having a battle between whether she should be She-Hulk or Jennifer the lawyer.
Didn't he tell her in the first episode, you can't be both?
Yeah. Yeah. But he
was... He told her, hey,
but
I know you wanted to... I've done it before.
Yeah, but he was mansplaining, so she's not going to listen. Remember, and then at the end, of course, she's probably going to say, I should have listened to you, Bruce. Well, we already know she's going to choose to be She-Hulk at the end because based off the comic books...
I'm so confused by that whole concept.
Based off the comic books and the TV show, that's how it ends up. She ends up staying as She-Hulk instead of Jennifer Walters.
That's such a weird concept.
It's just... I think the entire show is she needs to accept who she is and stop trying to be who she's not, because people want to date her.
Let me Google that shit.
Yeah, because people want to date her because she's She-Hulk, not Jennifer Walters. Nobody cares about Jennifer Walters, but everyone cares about She-Hulk, and they're saying that personalities are different, but it's the same person. It's just, I don't know, man. But yeah, again, so that's just me mansplaining.
No, I have to like, because
it's just basically explaining.
I hear it thrown around.
It's basically explaining, but it's by a man.
Okay, so the explanation of something by a man, typically to a woman, in a manner regarded as condescending or patronizing. How? Like, wow, okay. It really became a thing
In 2019.
in 2019.
Yep.
Like, what is the meaning of, to explain, assume she has no knowledge about the topic. So, if he's explaining to her, hey, I did this, you can't do it. And then you do it, and then you realize I was right. How am I mansplaining?
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
But again, too, a lot of words that are being thrown around today, a lot of people don't even know what they mean. They just say it because they hear it, but they don't know the definition of it. Like a perfect example is misogyny. A lot of people throw the word misogyny around, but don't know the actual definition of misogyny. Yeah, like a misandry. Ask anybody what misandrous means.
It's actually a word.
Yeah, misandry. Yeah.
No, because you know how many times I've heard that, and then people are like, "That's not a real thing," and I'm just like,
"It's a real thing. Just because you don't believe in it doesn't mean it doesn't exist." Right? Yeah. So that's the thing. The misandry and misogyny. Everybody always hears misogyny, right? But once you talk about misandry, it doesn't exist. Yep. Dust.
It's a fugazi. It's a
it's dust in the wind.
Bruh.
But yeah, so
Okay. All right.
What about, how do you feel about it?
About
the new Scooby Doo called Velma.
Like I said,
What are your thoughts on it, and what do you think that a lot of people are going to jump to the conclusions of because of the whole race swap? Because of course, like you said, they're trying to bait a lot of people that
it's all bait.
Yeah.
It's all bait. Like, really, I'm going into this knowing it's bait. So I'm going to watch it and just laugh because I will pre-formulate what the criticisms are going to be in my mind.
I got you.
And then that way, when it actually happens,
when we start reading the comments.
Saw that one coming.
Because it's going to be, I guarantee it's going to be trending on Twitter.
Absolutely.
As soon as it comes out, it's going to be trending on Twitter.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really don't care. I don't care. No opinion.
I don't care either. It's just
it's
for
media.
For me, it's just sad on how much time people have to waste on frivolous things that don't matter at all.
It's bait. It's reactionary bait.
It's
and people fall for it too.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Why do you just want to just?
It's
why
just
do
like
you want to be angry?
It's just like that TikTok I sent you when they said, "Oh, the Little Mermaid is gonna be black." All right, if you don't want if that's the big issue, then why don't we take Cinderella? Let's add the Sound of Music.
Like, the best reaction is no reaction, right?
Yeah.
And the best reaction is hit them in the pockets. You see what I'm saying? Instead of like. They don't care. That's how capitalism works.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's for your ideas or against your ideas, they're like, bruh, ugh. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like they'll feel it once you hit their pockets. Once you hurt their pockets. It's the same way how when Netflix just kept screwing people over by taking away their favorite shows. All right, me unsubscribe.
And that's what happened.
And that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Going out and like just spouting bullshit. Like,
so going on social media to spout how you feel about certain things is not going to change.
It's not going to change anything.
Like you said, when you hurt their pockets, because Netflix makes their money based off subscription, not the money that they make every single year. Because Netflix is $1 billion company, but I found out reading an article that Netflix doesn't make their money off of the money that they make from the shows. They make money off of not just views, but subscription base. So if they can't get any more subscription base, then they lose out.
Yeah, man.
So
Like the whole idea is just to get you to rage, and then now you or your counterparts are getting bricked over the fact that, oh, this person's seething. Oh yeah, this feels good. You know, I'm gonna give them more of my money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
no, you're right, because essentially you're literally feeding yourself and getting
it's
angry
like
for no
some
reason.
ego shit,
Yeah,
bro.
of
That's
course.
wild. That's weird as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna watch a show and get mad, but like, you know, if you're being cheesy and condescending and shit, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's a criticism. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna. It's not affecting me enough where before I go to bed, I need to go online.
You're not going to throw out the entire
Right.
show because of that specific
Right. You see
character
what I'm saying?
or situation or anything like that. Because like
Exactly.
you always say, it's one little change is what pisses a lot of people off, and basically they'll throw all the movie out the window. They don't care if it's a fantastic movie or a fantastic TV show or the story's good, because that one character isn't depicted like it should have been. So they're not gonna watch it, or they automatically said it sucks. You see what I'm saying?
It's like westerns, right?
Yeah.
Where they're showing, like, when they go to the saloons and shit, and it's like the hot
The hot prostitute is
right.
but then
In real life, that's
life,
not what it was.
No.
Motherfuckers had diseases, fucking.
pimples on their lip. Well, the perfect example was Supernatural, when he went back in time thinking when Dean went back in time thinking that that's what it was gonna
That's
be.
what it's gonna be.
And then he saw that they had like ulcers on their lips.
Bruh,
They smelled
dirty ass teeth.
Dirty
Like,
ass teeth.
motherfuckers was grimy back
Yeah.
then. Like, you think because the actors all clean and pressed, that's how
they
motherfuckers
look?
was written?
Nah.
No, bro. Like, why is anyone getting mad at that? Oh, that's an inaccurate depiction of old Western.
Yep.
Yeah, motherfucker, wasn't no hygiene.
Yeah, there wasn't any.
There was no hygiene, bro.
That's why Abraham lost his teeth.
That's wild to me, man. That's why. Well, there's that, because I don't know if it's real or not. Because it was the whole. Was it Abraham or George
Washington. The
Where
wooden
it was
teeth.
like, it wasn't wooden teeth. He actually had like slaves' teeth, and they fitted his jaw with like pulled teeth, and then just glued it in. Yo, that shit's crazy. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Real history, real life.
I'm telling you, bro. There's a Brothers Grimm story for modern history, bro.
That's crazy.
But they ain't teaching you that. They teaching you the Barney shit.
Yep.
You chop down the tree and she and Goody tell a lie. What
bitch,
the fuck?
Bitch, I bet he lied every day.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That's crazy.
Bro.
But there was one lie he never lied about.
What?
Was that him? I hope it was
Abraham.
him. No. Was it Abraham?
Yeah, Abraham never told a lie.
No, man. Shut up, man. God damn. Oh, was it George Washington?
No, it was Abraham
Was it
Lincoln.
John Adams? You know, I'm about to Google this shit. You know, you don't even know I'm about to say, because I'm about to quote someone, and you just throwing names.
Sam Adams. It was Sam Adams.
No, shut up. Who the said that?
Who
damn
said
it?
what?
Thomas Jefferson. Golly.
You weren't even
I wasn't even close. I wasn't even close. It was
Oh,
all men
shit.
are created equal. That would
Oh,
never
shit.
lie. But hey, you know.
Nah. Oh my God. Jeff. Sheesh.
That's tough, man.
That is tough.
That's tough.
So,
What's up?
What's-
Kanye. Hear about Kanye?
Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye.
No, I thought you were about to talk about the boiled egg.
Let me stop, bro. It's too many people that love Madonna out there for me to even. I'm not even finna touch that, bro. This will be the last time we record. I say one thing about that, it's over. I got my laughs out. Because I didn't expect that. I didn't expect someone to say something like that.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Is she trying to look younger?
I told you to stop. I told you to fucking stop.
All right, that's it.
I told you to fucking
I promise
stop.
that's it.
I'm telling you, man.
All right, what's going on, Kanye? I'm sorry. Let's go.
Bro, so he got banned off of everything, bro.
I thought that was
got
Sneeko.
on, he got on Mark Zuckerberg ass, talking about Mark Zuckerberg. We were boys. How you banned me off Instagram? And then he got banned off of Twitter because he said, what did he say? He said, I'm going DEFCON 3 on all the Jews. And I'm just like,
whoa.
I'm like, that's
what
tough.
the hell?
I'm like, that's tough. Like the whole White Lives Matter shirt, I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, whatever. Kanye, he's just gonna do Kanye shit. I really don't give a fuck.
Bruh, that man lost it a long time ago.
That's tough, man.
That is tough.
That's tough.
That is
man.
tough. I don't know what happened, but that man lost it.
What do you do, man? What do you do?
Was it being with Kim?
I don't know, man.
Like I said,
but it's like, how long do you excuse
like it started,
someone because
going down
they're a genius? You know,
nah,
genius.
Nah, I never.
Artiste.
I never looked at it like that.
I always separate the artist from the art.
From the art, yeah, exactly. His music is his music, but what he does outside of his music, that's all him.
Right.
We can't blame his music for what he does outside of his music. So that's not an excuse for you. That's not a pass for you to do whatever you want.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
But so
that's crazy,
bro. I don't.
But it's like, what?
You think he's trying to stay prevalent?
No, I really think he has a mental disorder.
Okay.
Like
literally after his mom died.
Not even just that. That could have been something that was in him, and then his mom kept him grounded.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like, the people around him, you know, turned to yes man. There's no one really. Like, he has nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he can say, well, yeah, this is my boy, da da da. But it's like, where are your boys when you're like going crazy?
Your boys are your boys when they feel like it, not when you need them.
Yeah, like, he needs somebody. He needs something. And I don't think it's like, okay, put him on drugs. And I always say that when it comes to, like, mental health. It's like, you can't, like, even in an ideal world where mental health is understood,
mm-hmm.
it would be dystopian if everyone was happy all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's not realistic.
That's not realistic.
Yeah.
So how do you gauge the range of someone's emotions based on the chemical makeup of their brain. Yeah. And how they experience those emotions and how they project or put out those emotions, mm-hmm. and how they process certain situations.
And drugs don't do that.
They just put you in a state of, like, compliance, mm-hmm. or just... like
it'll push your brain to actually create.
Right, it suppresses you.
Yeah.
It suppresses, like, but you're in a state of suppression. Is that normal?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like we're a long ways from we're still mapping the entire human brain.
Well, yeah, we're literally at the beginning, especially mental health. We're literally at the beginning stage.
Psychology doesn't give you the solution.
No,
psychology just gives you the explanation
and coping mechanisms. Try to help, but that's not saying it's 100%.
That's why we're still, like, fucking with 1,000,000 tons of chemicals and pills and stuff to see
what helps, what
levels of chemical it can affect in your brain, and how that changes your mood and stuff like that. But, like, we don't have the science down to pat.
Yeah, because some medicines push the chemicals to make your brain go faster, and some of them suppress it, like you were saying.
Like, they'll suppress certain, chemicals in your brain so you don't feel a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the thing. It's like, yeah, we can say mental health. Right now, there's no solution.
Yeah.
And
it's just pills.
It's just pills.
And that's not even that. Sometimes that doesn't even help.
And it's like, I feel like that's such a inhuman way to look at it.
Dump pills on them.
Drug him.
And then we figured out the problem.
Right. He's acting outside the norm of what we see normal brain function is.
Well,
drug him.
Based off of, and I'm not going to name any names, but based off of one of my stock clerks and some people that I knew in the customer service at my store that used to take medicine for mental health, they would say, yeah, it helps, but it makes me feel sick. I'm tired. I'm groggy. I feel nauseous. There's so many side effects to it, so they don't want to take it. So they rather go through those.
But don't you think the feeling of nauseous, grogginess, being tired, that's gonna have an effect on your mental being as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not even like, oh, okay, well, yeah, you just feel tired. Me being tired all the time is gonna affect my mood.
Yeah, of course.
That's gonna hurt relationships that I have. I'm always tired. Hey, let's go do something. I'm tired.
I'm tired. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, but I'm thinking normally now.
But you're
Or
exhausted.
whatever normally is.
So
You see what
yeah,
I'm saying?
exactly. So it helps the chemical components in your brain move, but then it affects something else that makes you.
But it's the levels that we deem are appropriate for a normal functioning being. Who's setting that standard?
Because everybody's chemical composition in their brain is different.
Right.
Like my serotonin levels might move faster
Right.
than your serotonin
Right.
levels, or slower than that.
And like we've come up with terms with like neurodivergent and neurotypical. And it's like, what the fuck does that mean? You're just putting me in a box because my brain isn't thinking the way
It should be.
you think it should be.
Yeah, I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
So it's like, I feel like we're approaching mental health in such a bullshit way, in a cold, calculated way.
It's now people are aware of what it is. Now they're just trying to figure out how to navigate it, and they're not doing a very good job.
But it's such, like, we're treating it. Yeah, I hear we always say the brain is one of the smartest computers,
most
ever.
complex,
most complex computer. But you're treating it like a machine, and it's like,
It's not.
I feel like it's more than that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like system levels or RAM capacity or fucking memory store. Like that's crazy to me. You see what I'm saying? Like if you can cure brain diseases, sure, let's start with that. You see what I'm saying? Let's cure brain diseases, and then once we start understanding, like I don't know, man. It's just, I look at that and it's like, what can you do? Like, it's like, okay, yeah, Kanye, that's shit what you're doing, but it's like, and you deserve to be, like, not punished, but there needs to be consequences for your actions.
Yeah.
But it's like,
are you aware of what your actions are?
Well, you can be aware.
Yeah.
But some things are impulsive.
Gotcha.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
So even though you understand that it's wrong,
even though you understand that it's wrong,
you're still gonna do it.
Right.
Gotcha.
It's like a klepto.
Which is why they always say try to get help.
Yeah. It's like a gambler. I know gambling is wrong. I know gambling will make me poor. I know gambling will create addiction.
But I do it anyway.
But I do it anyway. It's.
Is that why you think they'll always say go to a therapist or a psychiatrist so they can give you coping mechanisms? So if you do have those impulses, you figure out a different way to handle it instead of just saying, "All right, I can't." Like perfect example, drug addict. Like they haven't. Let's say they haven't done it in months, but then they're starting to get the urge to do it again, especially if they're like stressful situations.
Well, the idea behind that is microdosing. So if you're someone who's a heavy user on like opioids and like strong
trying to get
drugs,
that fix for that specific amount of time,
the idea is like, okay, we can have like centers to help you, or have prescription microdose drugs, where it's like, okay, every 6 months we'll lower the dosage, or every 3 months we'll lower the dosage until you don't have that urge to overconsume on that hard drug.
Well, that's what I was just giving that as an example, right. In the sense of trying to, like, perfect example, smokers, they're addicted to the nicotine and the menthol, and in order, like, they created Nicorette gum to replace that nicotine, and they put smaller levels, and then of course you gradually take different types of gum until the nicotine levels are completely gone, instead of actually picking up a cigarette and actually smoking it. So I'm saying in that sense with the mental health, do you think that psychiatrists or therapists create coping mechanisms? Like they say, if you wake up, water your garden. I'm just giving you an example. Water your garden every day. If you have the urge to do this, water your garden instead. Or if you have the urge to do that, walk to the park. Or if you have an urge to do this, do crossword puzzles or something like that. I'm just trying to give you like random.
Yeah.
So do you think that's what they mean? Because every time somebody says mental health, they're like, get help. But as you were saying, they can't really help you except prescribe you pills that doesn't even really help you at all. It just kind of fucks with your mental.
It just fucks with the chemical balance.
Chemical balance in your brain.
It's like, okay.
So do you think that that's what psychiatrists and therapists are really for then? Because besides giving you pills, there's nothing else.
That's usually what it ends up being. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can go to you. We can do coping method, but then it's gonna be like you're still gonna have those imbalances.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? In your brain. You know? But it's just like society is such our society, our culture is such a structured, rigid form.
Yeah.
Thinking outside of those boundaries, you're already crazy. You're already neurodivergent. You see what I'm saying?
Even though to some it's normal. Everybody else.
In some imaginary society, you can excel thinking like that.
Of course, yeah, I believe that. You see what I'm saying?
But based on how our society is built, which is a work-based, profit-based, income-based, you know what I'm saying, pay to play, pay to live type of society.
Pay to have fun.
Pay to have fun society. Yeah. Your brain has to be able to think within a certain boundary for you to function properly so you can achieve.
And if you cross that boundary, you're dumb.
And if you go above that boundary, you're crazy. You go below that boundary, you're depressed, you're lazy, you're lethargic. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why perfect example, the accountant with Ben Affleck.
Right.
Yeah, because he had autism, they saw him as such, but he was able to excel. And same thing with the girl that we found out at the end that was with him in the home. But it's like they stepped outside that boundary and they were able to fully use their mind and do what they got to do. But again, too, you're dubbed crazy or depressed, which is insane to me. People want to understand. People want to understand mental health, but won't take the time.
But they don't want to understand.
Exactly.
It's the time.
It's
the time aspect.
Yeah. So they just we're at the stage where they're like, all right, we acknowledge that it exists, because the early 2000s it didn't exist.
No, you just be happy.
Yeah. Be happy 24/7.
Just do something.
Yeah.
You know, like, why are you sad? You have this. You have that. That's what it used to be. You have this. You have that. You know, look at the life you're living. Yeah. And it's just like, you see what I'm saying? But that's the life that society's telling me is going to fulfill me.
Me, exactly.
You know? And that's what people don't understand. Like, outside of the tangible, you know, income-based lifestyle and shit. Like,
so now
there should be more. I feel like we've gotten to a point where, like, now that we understand these things exist, society needs to catch up. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Society needs to catch
we
up.
acknowledge that it exists.
We've acknowledged it, but
and a lot of people have it.
Yeah, the system itself, you know, the system itself hasn't caught up to that.
No.
You see what I'm saying? And this plays a role in everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, psychology and neurology and shit plays into everything we do. You know,
I agree.
Like, and I feel like capitalism takes advantage of that. You know, and how they can get a reaction out of people, how they can manipulate consumers and convince them that this is what's going to make them happy, or how they can plant subliminal messaging and shit
through TVs, radio,
social media and stuff to condition your brain to release dopamine seeing these images.
Which is why you said the algorithm.
The algorithm.
Yep.
The algorithm is literally like a combination of every human brain, and, like, you know, it just understands how our brain works on a mechanical scale.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? On a mechanical scale. But, like, I don't know, man.
Well, because it's like you say, the algorithm. Let's say you're watching a video, TikTok, of course, and now they're placing the TikTok app on YouTube and now Instagram. So you're scrolling through, you like a video. Oh, you like that? Let me find something similar to that. You like that? Let me find things similar to that. So now you're just feeding yourself the same exact thing and believing it.
Right.
Even though I'm not saying...
Before, you had to go down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
Now it just throws you into the
rabbit hole, and then it wants to see how far in you will go before you either delete your
history. It doesn't care how far you go.
Well, until you delete your history or just...
It doesn't care how far you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just shit like that. That it blows my mind. Yeah, what Kanye did is absolute shit. But it's like, what do you do?
He has to want to get help for himself.
What do you do? But how do you make someone want something?
You can't. You got to do it yourself. You can't say, I can't tell you, Jeff, stop doing drugs. You're not going
Right.
to say.
Of course, there's
not saying you do drugs, but.
Right. With free will comes accountability.
Accountability. And,
right.
And a lot of people don't. It's that word is poisonous to a lot of people.
Right.
So I can tell you to stop doing drugs, but at the end of the day,
I can't force you.
I can't force you. I can say you're gonna lose me as a brother if you don't stop doing drugs, but that's not gonna stop you from not doing it. You have to make that decision.
Right.
Is you losing me worth you stop doing discontinuing the drugs? And everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. Like some people can actually stop it because they don't want to lose what they got, and then others will be like, I don't care.
Right.
The drugs control me more than you would. So it is what it is. But then you'll get those stories, like in Intervention, that TV show. I don't know if it's.
I remember that.
Yeah, where there's like, oh yeah, my family left me because I was doing drugs. Because I'm guessing they gave them an ultimatum and they chose the drugs instead of the family. But yeah, it's things like that you can't make, and that's what we used to always talk about, which we still do. Free will. At the end of the day, it's your choice to do whatever you want. If you lose people throughout your life because of the choices that you make, you cannot blame anybody but yourself. You see what I'm saying? You gotta want the help. You can't force people to
That's true.
say, well, why didn't you help me? Because a lot of people will say, I did, and you chose not to take that help.
So where do you think, at what age do you think accountability applies to you? Because I feel like accountability should, like, a lot of people say, well, you are codependent until you're 18, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Until you're 18, right? So once you're 18, like, doesn't your choices as a teenager affect you even before you're 18?
Yes. So I think accountability.
Is that something that you? Of course, that's something that you're supposed to teach your kids.
Yes. But not every
like,
parent does.
Right.
Realistically speaking. For me, I would say the age would be 14 or 15, because that's really when they're like just getting into high school, leaving 8th grade. You know what right and wrong is, and you know that the certain decisions that you make are going to put you in certain situations. Like, I know if I steal, what's going to happen? I'm going to either get arrested or get hurt or shot, whatever the situation is. If I getting yourself into certain, or if I'm in high school and I have unprotected sex with another young girl, which back in our time,
that shit was
was
prolific.
It was prolific.
That shit was prolific.
So back in our time, where all these high school girls were getting pregnant because, of course, the guy wouldn't pull out, but of course the girl didn't really know, or I don't know. I'm not gonna say I know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say. Well, where at that time they weren't taking birth control and none of them were wearing condoms.
Right.
So, where I know if I know what sex is, know what will happen if I have sex, know what will happen if I don't pull out, I'm gonna get this girl pregnant. But it happened most of the time. So I think accountability should start at 14 or 15 years old. I wouldn't say 18, because that's giving them a pass. Because like you said, everything that you've done in your past will affect you when you do hit 18.
When you hit 18,
and you will continue to do the
Right.
bullshit that you did when you were younger that you're doing now at 18. So I don't think, once I'm an adult, I now need to know what accountability is. No. Your parents are teaching you at a young age. Then when you hit that 14, 15, you're at the high school stage of your life where you know what certain things that you do will get you in trouble. If you punch a guy in the if you punch a guy in the face, what do you think the guy's gonna do? Fight back.
He's gonna fight back.
So you know what accountability is. So you cannot play the stupid game. I was young. No, you know what it was.
Right. It was kind of like when I was in school, right? Or it's like, oh, you screwed around with me, I could just fight you.
Yeah.
And the consequence is ISS,
or suspension
or expulsion.
Exactly. Or if you cussed out a teacher, you knew what the consequence. Or if you pulled out your cell phone during class when they told you not to do it 2 or 3 times, you know what's going to happen. high school students are not idiots. They know what the consequences are when they do certain things. So that's why when certain people are like, "Oh yeah, they're not adults, so they don't know what accountability is." So you're telling me you magically? It's like this. Let me see. Yeah, you got me going now. So let me give you an example. It's like this. It's like they said you need to be 21 to drink alcohol. Nobody magically loves alcohol as soon as they hit 21. You see how crazy that sounds? You kids start sipping and drinking alcohol when they're 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. By the time they hit 21, they love alcohol. They're not just automatically, "Oh my God, I'm 21 now. My brain is going to switch so the taste of alcohol is delicious." No, bitch, that thing is disgusting. You have to. It's an acquired taste. It's something that you have to get used to. So
Right,
you understand what I'm saying?
right, I
So
understand.
that's my example when somebody throws, "Oh, accountability doesn't count for teenagers or kids under the age of 18 and or 21." You know what's right and wrong as soon as you hit your teenage years.
I
So,
obtain accountability through osmosis.
exactly. Exactly. Now I will be responsible and not do bullshit. You have, but that's what I'm saying.
Oh man.
So no, that was a great question. I appreciate that question because I would say a lot of people would think that I would say 18 or 21 years old, and I'm like, no. Because I know what I'm doing right and I know what I'm doing wrong. I know what certain situations with. If I walk down a dark alley with a whole bunch of gangsters, what do you think is gonna fucking happen? I have to be 18 to understand what's gonna happen. But you see how crazy it sounds when I say it out loud.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
for me, how about you? What age do you think accountability should be effective for us as human
I
beings?
just think that's something you should raise them like that, bro.
Of
You
course,
should raise them.
but at
Like what I would do if I was raising a toddler, not even a baby. A baby just is a baby, but like a toddler. As soon as they're conscious, like kindergarten, if they did something bad, I would walk them through everything they did bad, and so they can see why XYZ.
why you're punishing them for
Right.
whatever they did.
Right. Why what they did led to this result. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, start from the consequence. No. Start from the initial action and then lead them to the consequence of the action. So once you walk them through each step of what they did, and then now you can apply the consequence, and this is the consequence of your action.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? Where it's like, all right, this was my fault. You know, okay, I spilled the cup of juice on the floor or something like that, right?
And didn't decide to clean it up.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like now it's sticky or whatever like that. Or let's say I said, don't put the cup of juice on the countertop or on this table.
And you did anyway.
And you did it anyway. Once the cup of juice spills, I'm going to take you to the cup of juice. I'm going to be like, what did I tell you? Don't put the cup of juice on the thing. I doubt they're going to be that.
Yeah.
I'll have to
as a result of that,
Right.
this is why you're getting punished for this certain thing. Not saying you're
You see what
gonna
I'm saying?
beat them down with a
No.
with
It's
a
just
stick.
like now
It's just,
you can't have any more juice.
Yes.
That was your juice for the day.
Yeah. I
You know
understand what you're saying.
That was your juice for the day. Now you can't use cups. I'm gonna give you a bottle now because you can't use cups. You see what I'm saying? I want you to be a big kid and use cups. But if you can't use cups, you're going to use a bottle.
And of course, with a lot of children, they want to be grown ups.
They want to be
adults.
big kids. They want to. I'm a grown up.
Yeah. So
you see what I'm saying?
You converting them back is going to make them not want to do.
Yeah. So it's
That's
like,
smart,
hey,
yeah.
if you want to use cups, you have to do X, Y, and Z. If not, we're going to use a bottle until you learn how to be a big boy or a big girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. Like, you need, like, it's just shit like decisions you make, you know.
People make decisions every day. It's just a lot of people refuse to hold themselves accountable to those. It's like accountable is a toxic word that nobody likes to hear. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if you do something bad and you know it's bad, be accountable for it. That's it.
That's the thing. It's like, oh man, everything's so out of my control. It's like, but you can control your reaction.
Yep. You can. You
That's the one thing you can control.
You can. like process it, think about it. But a lot of people would just be like, "Fuck this shit. Let me go on TikTok and let millions of people see this." And then because the way you feel at the moment is how you want to.
That's how you want the world to
see it.
You know
Exactly. And then some people will go back and be like, "Oh, I regretted it. I'll take accountability for it." But it's on the internet forever. The internet's forever. Again, too, if we did some bullshit on this podcast,
yeah, absolutely,
we would take accountability.
Clipped and shipped.
Clipped and shipped, exactly. Clipped and shipped, but we take accountability for it. We're not gonna be like, nah, this and that, blah blah blah. But it's just things like that, man. But no, that was a really good question for you. Yeah, a younger age, that I understand because essentially you're teaching your children to be adults in a functioning society. But for me, when they're starting to go out on their own, for me, I feel like a child now is an adult as soon as they're 14, 15. And I'm not talking about the other aspects, so please don't take my words out of context and say, well, so that means you're saying that they can sleep with adults and blah. No, that's not what I'm fucking saying. Because I know some people are idiots and they're going to try to fucking say that I'm saying stuff like that. No, I'm talking about in decision making and taking accountability for certain things that you do wrong. If you know in your mind that it does not feel right or in your gut, then don't do it. And if you do it, take accountability for what you did do.
If you gotta hide it from me, then don't do it.
Exactly. If you know that I'm gonna get upset,
then don't do it.
Then don't do it.
You know what it's gonna do? It's gonna stress you the fuck out.
Yep.
Do you really want to be stressed hiding some shit?
Yep.
Like, that fucking sucks.
And then try
no
to
one
create
wants to wake up every day stressing and making up a whole bunch of fucking lies.
Because that's
like, that sucks.
That's a lot of energy, man.
That's a shitty feeling.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Waking up, lying, and hiding shit. That fucking sucks.
It's exhausting.
It's exhausting. I be tired as fuck.
Bruh.
I just stay in bed all day. God damn, bro. I gotta face these lies again today. Like, bruh, that's so trash, bruh. What the fuck?
Yeah, of course, I agree. But yeah, that's my take on it. It's just accountability needs to be a thing. But going back to the whole Kanye thing, it's just, yeah, he's not mentally there, but he still needs to be accountable for everything that he's saying and or doing, and we cannot use the crutch mental health as a hall pass for him to do whatever he wants, because then we have to apply that to every other scenario.
Yes, sirski.
But yeah.
Yes, sirski.
Final thoughts, sir?
Final thoughts. No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, Gucci.
Ooh. We're gonna be buying some Halloween costumes.
Yes. I'm gonna be a Nintendo character.
Is there a black Nintendo character?
No. We're just gonna add the BL in front of it. Oh shit! Yeah, our Halloween special is gonna be not this week, but next week with 2 special guests coming. But that's gonna be very interesting. I told my brother Jeff just to buy a mask, so because he's like, I don't want to put on makeup and then I'll be sweating. I'm like, bro, we ain't got to do all that. Just buy a mask and add a BL in front of it, and then like if he decides to be Jason, we'll just call him Blason.
I fucking hate you. We can call him Blyco Bliers. Blyco Bliers.
No, we'll just say Black Michael Myers.
I fucking hate you. Bro. I hate you, man. I fucking hate you.
Oh man. Oh shit. Goddamn.
I hate you.
Goddamn,
man.
47. Oh shit.
You add a BL in front of it.
Yep, just add a BL in front of it, and that's it, man. But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be
I'll be a BLT.
BLT. That, or you can just buy a giant onesie and wear it.
Egg a sandwich.
Yeah.
I feel it.
But yeah. So we're gonna dress up a little bit for our Halloween special with our 2 special guests that are coming up. Not this week, but next week. But yeah.
Oh, you get it?
Yeah.
Send us home, buddy.
I will. Thank you guys for joining us at the tabletop. If you want to catch us Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can catch us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. And of course, if you want to look at our delicious ugly mugs on Every time I try to say it, you start laughing. Wednesdays and Fridays, we are posting up our.
Ugly. All right, go ahead.
We're posting up our videos on YouTube Wednesdays and Fridays, and of course we have our clips channel, which we're going to be uploading some more new clips because we're finally getting back to the norm again. So Triple T Clips, exactly how it sounds, and it's actually popping up now because it's been 30 days, because I know you have to have
Oh
your
yeah,
account.
it's in the search results.
Yeah, it's in
now.
the search results because I know you have to have a YouTube account for at least 30 days before they start popping up. And of course we have our TikTok, where we also post clips on there too. What?
Go ahead. I just thought of something.
We also have our TikTok channel where we're posting up stuff on there too. But like, subscribe, and I guarantee you that we'll be coming out with a lot of good content pretty soon. What you got to say, Jeff?
Sir.
What you got to say?
Nope. I just thought of the comment.
What comment?
The one where she said Madonna looked like a boiled egg.
I thought we were letting that go.
All right, I'm done.
I'm
I'm done. All right, y'all.
All right, guys. You guys have a good day,
Y'all
night,
take
weekend,
care.
and or evening.